Alright guys, day 2. We're lined up for some practice at the moment. I've already been out for one session this morning. Practice is pretty slow this morning actually, like trying to get everybody out, pros and pro sport. Quite a big field, so it's pretty slow, but we're about to get out for our second one in a bit hopefully. On my first one, I actually, one of my rear rose joints on the lower A-arm actually split apart. So that, I didn't even notice, to be honest, when I was out there. It wasn't until I got back in my pit crew run down pit lane saying my left rear wheel looked pretty funny. So I'll show you guys that in a minute, what's happened there. But otherwise, yeah, so far so good. Car seems sweet, apart from falling apart that time. So hopefully this next one's good. And then yeah, later on tonight, I think it's about 2:30 now. About 7 o'clock we've got qualifying, so there's still a bit of 10 to 3. So still quite a bit of time before qualifying later tonight. So hopefully we can get dialed in. And that's actually the only time I picked up the camera and spoke to it over the weekend. Sorry guys. So what I'll do is I've got heaps of footage from in-car stuff from qualifying and the battles and stuff like that, so I'll just talk you through it and include that stuff so you can kind of see it from my point of view what happened over the weekend. So to kick off, obviously we didn't get a whole lot of practice Friday as I mentioned, but it was enough. We were comfortable enough with the track just before qualifying, so we went out and we banked a pretty safe first qualifying run just to get some points on the board. From there, I'm not even going to show the second one because I pretty much caked that. I'm not sure if my tyres had gone off because there wasn't a lot of tread. I actually wanted to change them for my second one, but I don't think we were allowed, so I didn't do that. But for that reason, I didn't do a very big scrub either when I went out for my second lap. And yeah, there just wasn't enough grip in the back, so the car kept wanting to throw itself to like full lock all the time. So my second run was cake. So we just had to run with basically the first one, and that landed us in 12th. So from there, we had Adam Mulder from DKM Fabrication. We were up against him in the top 24, and he actually had a wee incident just before our battle, and massive effort from him and his team to get it going again. So we were stoked we got to do that battle in the end. It was a bit touch and go, but he got it done, so massive effort from him. And then yeah, it was cool to get that battle. Nobody wants an easy win, and then every battle you get is so important just for practice and that. So even though we had practice battles and stuff that morning, which was really good, once battle practice started, it meant there was more practice just because 2 cars going out every time is way easier, way faster. So yeah, then top 24, I led first, but there may have been some mistakes from him in the chase, I can't remember, but then heading towards my chase, we knew we had a faster car, so we left a bit of a gap for him, which ended up to be actually a massive gap. I'm probably very lucky that I didn't get deemed, what do they call it, an active chase, because I basically have too big a gap, and I thought I'd close it faster, but I didn't. So yeah, we were a little bit lucky there that we did kind of catch him towards the end and got the one there. So that was a bonus. On to top 16, we obviously had Jamie Carr, and that was sick. That was a mean battle. Unfortunately it had to happen in the top 16, but it is what it is. and yeah, that was super cool. So he led first, I chased first. Honestly, I played it probably way too safe, and a big part of that is just I really need to pick up my balls, when it comes to chasing, because you can see from the footage, chasing and stuff, there are so many moments where I should have just stayed foot flat and put it on his door, and I'm sitting there feathering it and stuff like that. Plus I ended up a little bit shallow in the teardrop and stuff like that. My bad, I should have been way more aggressive, and in the end that's what won him the battle, was just his aggression got it, and obviously putting it literally on my door. Actually, why don't we check that out? So yeah, cheers for that, Jamie. I guess I owe you one for that, but that's super sick. You know, it's the sort of stuff we all go out there to do. So that was real good. Like I say, he got the win there and moved on. He ended up in third, so congrats to him. And congrats to the other boys, Ra on fourth. His car is looking a little second hand after the weekend, but I'm sure he'll get that sorted and be underway again. And then, who got second? Scotty Dinsdale, throwing down the sickest lead runs all weekend. And then Sean got first, another one that was just putting it on the wall all weekend. So almost from like the get-go, you knew those boys were going to do all right, and sure enough they did. So solid effort from them. So some positives from the weekend. The main one is the car is still 100% ready to go do another one whenever I'm ready. It ran pretty faultless all weekend. You know, we had a relay issue on Thursday and then a slight ECU issue, which, like I say, our man Brian came and sorted. Actually, I've better show you that rose joint that fell apart. So yeah, it kind of just fell apart. I didn't actually hit anything or nothing, it just decided I didn't want to play ball anymore. So luckily our man James McManaway had a whole bunch of spare GK Tech stuff, so he was nice enough to let us grab one of his spare rose joints he had. And I've been told GK Tech actually have a updated version of that, so I've got to get in contact with them and suss some new ones of those. But yeah, another huge positive was I actually never had to set up squirters on the car all weekend or anything to get the radiator cool. We could control the temp pretty easy. So if you look here, we filled this up once and that's all the water we used there. So that's the only time we even tried to get the radiator cold, was I think after our top 24 battle. We thought we might have to go back out quickly, so we figured we'd just better cool it down a bit, but it ended up being a while anyway. But yeah, so I actually never had really overheating issues or anything at Baypark, so the car was real good. Everything's lit. As you can see, I've put the good tail lights back in, bumpers on, so there's actually no damage. Actually, I'll pull the back bumper off. So as you can see, we had a couple more wall taps there and down there, which all gets hit by the bumper anyway, and I would say that's the perfect amount of wall rub you want. Would have been good to probably do it a few more times and consistently rub the wall like that, but actually a few times, I think it was the other side, when I hit it, they were hard hits, and I honestly thought I'd broken a tail light at least, but it just hit the back bash bar there, so that worked out perfect. And it means, yeah, there's next to no damage on the car. Moving forward, all I really have to do is probably change the oil again, check the wheel alignment, and then maybe change the diff, make some decisions what ratio we're going to run for Hamptons. I am half tempted to try and get a day in between. I've got heaps of tyres and stuff left over, so it wouldn't cost a whole hell of a lot to go and do another track day. But then at the same time, when you're a privateer, that's tyres I could just save for Hamptons. So we'll weigh that up, maybe do another one in between. But other than that, like I say, not quite the result we wanted, going out in the 16, but I think we're sitting about 7th equal with 3 other people at the moment, so there's 4 of us on the same amount of points in 7th. So 2 rounds to sort of make up some lost ground. We're hoping for good ones, but we'll have to see. From here, like I say, going to Hamptons and Pookie, nice open track, so we can sort of start to set the car up a bit differently. I know this car's got heaps of pace, and that's another thing from the weekend is honestly the car's so good. Like, I cannot fault the car whatsoever. It is doing everything I want and more. So the only thing I can fault is me and my driving, and I really need to pick up my aggression and just put it to people's doors. I know the car will do it, so now I've just got to do it. So yeah, I love the car. That is just, yeah, blows my mind what we've set it up to do and what it can do. So huge positive there, huge positive it's not broken. I've basically got 3 to 4 weeks off now, so I mean, I've even changed my tyres ready for the next one. So if I want 3 to 4 weeks off, I can take it, or we can line something else up. But I may even try to get something else I've got going underway in the meantime. But yeah, cheers for watching, guys, and until the next time. Alright, update, guys. We're actually going to go to Taupo this weekend for Drift Antics on Sunday, just for battle practice and stuff like that. Keen as, so yeah, may as well get into that.